So let's do an experiment. I want you to stand in front of a mirror and say that I'm willing to learn to like you. I'm willing to like you. Do this, come back and watch this video. I'm sure you'll be surprised at what you have just discovered. There are two situations that you may face while standing in front of the mirror and speaking like this. First is ridicule. You may think, what is going on? This is also an exercise. What kind of exercise is this? And you don't want to do it. Second, you are able to say it comfortably. When I mean say it comfortably, saying it without any judgment. If it is case one scenario, which has happened with me also, there is a high probability that you have been very critical of yourself, and this goes on to show how critical we are to ourselves more than how critical we are to other people. Most important relationship is the one with yourself. We speak about forgiveness and all this stuff in response to others. We are not forgiving our own self. If you have problems struggling with finances, if you have problem achieving with few things, there is a high probability that in your subconscious it is already ingrained, it is already written in stone that you are not worthy of this success, and that is the reason you are not able to put your full efforts into that. Give your half-hearted efforts that will give half-hearted results. So these things happen very subconsciously. Mirror work is an exercise to help you overcome all those limitations. I'll share my experience, how to go about it, what is the process and structure, so you know everything that you need to know about this process. I suggest you try this for 30 days and come back and comment below what is the result. The result will be life-changing. That is my guarantee. So without further ado, let's begin. Today's video is based on a book by Mirror Work by Louise. If you are a regular viewer of this channel, then by now I must have mentioned her work in one or the other videos, but if you are new, she has authored the book You Can Heal Your Life, cured cancer with the help of affirmations, self-love. There is one more book that she has written. It's called The Blue Book. How all the diseases are psychosomatic, they have a psychological reason. Like for cancer, there is high probability that the person keeps holding resentment and grudges. She has done a lot of work in the field of self-care and self-love. It is not a psychology course, it is a practical 21-day experiment that you have to do, and she illustrates everything about it. It's a 3-week process. Each exercise you have to do on each day. Okay, so you do it for 21 days. Each day is divided into 3 parts. First is the actual mirror work, what you do in front of the mirror. Second, the heart thought. The heart thought is a supplementation to the mirror work exercise. It helps you to open up to the actual mirror work exercise. Third one is a meditation. So one thought would be given and you are supposed to meditate on that. The fourth one is journaling. There are few prompts given and you have to journal. Honestly speaking, I focused more on mirror work. I have gone through the other exercises, but I've kind of skipped rest. These things in combination will do much better if you are trying it out, because mirror work itself gave me so much benefit that these 3 exercises, I'm sure, if they are supplemented together, it will help you much more. You stand in front of the mirror, look into your eyes, take a deep breath and say whatever affirmation which is there. Affirmations differ for each day depending on what kind of problem we are targeting. You can meditate, journal and focus on the heart thoughts, and you have to do it throughout the day whenever you see a mirror. What I did was to focus on specific time, like morning, afternoon, evening, where I actually sit or actually face the mirror and say these things instead of throughout the day, because sometimes you get busy and you don't get the time required to do all this. So the week 1 has exercises to get you familiarized with standing in front of mirror and speaking to yourself. This may sound absurd to many. it did for me also, but then gradually these exercises ease you into that phase, so you don't feel ashamed or guilty or any kind of such thoughts you don't get. Belief is important. If you don't believe mirror work will not work, then it will not work. First day ka heart thought is also I am open and receptive. The mirror work affirmation is separate, but the heart thought is I am open and receptive. You have to be open and receptive to whatever you are going to receive, the benefits and everything. If you are closed, that belief is not there, then maybe you need to work on your belief. We refuse to put in the effort because at the core we don't believe that we are worthy of that. This is not procrastination or being lazy. You could be lazy for certain tasks. You may be very upbeat and upfront for some other tasks. So these are some of the things. Often we accept the messages that are thrown at us without actually rationalizing it. We internalize everything, we make it a part of the system, and this happens very subconsciously. Building self-esteem, having gratitude, and realizing that your body, mind and soul are miracles that should be appreciated. Week 2 deals with inner child healing. We as adults, the consciousness is of the child. When we are children, the body is of a child, the mind is of a child. But if there is some kind of trauma or something that happens, you are not able to release it. As we grow up, the body becomes that of an adult, but the subconscious triggers are that of a child, and that part is called as an inner child. In psychology or these mind-body medicines, it's referred to as inner child healing. So if you find yourself getting triggered unnecessarily, if you get angry with others or with yourself without any relevant trigger in the present, then it is a sign that you need inner child healing. All of us need it, but specifically if these symptoms are there, then definitely there is a need for that. Your inner child will carry the beliefs that you carry early on, so it is not something that you develop right now. Right now, if somebody says anything, we have the power to reject that emotion or that belief. But as children, we are not in that state of mind to reject that kind of stuff. Get internalized in the subconscious. Love is the biggest eraser, and it erases the most tragic memories. It will help more towards inner child healing and releasing that kind of shame, guilt, trauma, whatever you have experienced as an inner child. If anger is not released outwardly or it is expressed, given an outlet to, that does not mean that you have to go around shouting, but if it does not get an outlet, it gets processed inwardly and causes sickness. If you have some fears, which all of us have, but if you are getting fearful without any reason, then if there is lack of trust, these are all the symptoms that inner child healing is required. How you start your day often affects how you process the emotions throughout the day. Now that we have got familiar with mirror work, we have released all the anger, guilt and shame, whatever emotions were there. Then week 3 is about developing a relationship with yourself and with others. It is interesting that there is one chapter dedicated to teaching mirror work to children. We speak about stress. Stress is a fearful reaction. You don't want to let go of something. That is why you take stress of the result. So stress is a fearful reaction to some form of limitation that you have put on yourself, and mirror work helps in releasing all that. We all want prosperity, but we don't become worthy of that. I see people going around speaking as if they will be millionaires. They want to earn a lot of money, they want to have prosperity, but they will bargain and make issue of small things. I have seen some taking even paper clips and stamps at home. This gives the signal to the universe that you don't believe that you will get in abundance. That is why you are doing this. And such people, I have seen, they remain like that throughout their lives. Now my experience has been, it turns you very light, receptive and open to what all is going to come. What I'm trying to say, you may understand only after doing this exercise. If you think that these things are magic pills that will solve all your problems like this, it is not. But it gives a solid foundation on what you are able to receive, and it also makes you aware of how critical you are to yourself. Mirror work exercise has become part of my daily schedule, and I have seen a tremendous improvement with respect to mindset and everything. We see others with a lens, but we see ourselves with a darker lens. I have listed down the affirmations part of it, 10 affirmations in the description box below, so you can have a look. If you need more information, then go through the book. The book has details of everything. With that, see you in the next video.